Yesterday, Kevin Feige did a Q&A for some sort of Disney investor, Disney Plus sort of thing, and he was asked about the Netflix Defenders characters as well as the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters, and really basically all of Marvel TV characters, and he was asked, like, what's happening with them? Could they possibly return? And of course he was very vague in his response, but he said something like, I've seen a lot of those rumors and scoops and all that stuff online, and what I'll say is that some rumors are true and some are not. So, some are not. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but some are. So, some rumors about these characters returning to the MCU are true. The only question is which ones. Obviously, there's the rumors of Daredevil, Charlie Cox returning as Daredevil for Spider-Man 3 and She-Hulk. And then also Krysten Ritter back as Jessica Jones for She-Hulk as well. So there's that. And then characters like Daisy Johnson, aka Quake from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been rumored to come into the MCU for a long time, mostly in the Secret Invasion series. And this would be awesome. I don't... Honestly, I would love for most of these characters to come into the MCU, even other than the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Defenders characters, like Cloak and Dagger. I really liked that first season. I wasn't into the second season as much, but I think those were really great castings for those characters. So I would love to see those characters in the MCU, maybe even continue as a Disney Plus series or something. The Runaways, I haven't watched that yet, but, why not? Bring them into the MCU. Inhumans, no. No. You just got to scrap that and reboot them, because, I don't have a big problem with the show. I just wish they looked better and, just reboot them. But, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Defenders, it's always been a question of, are they canon? Specifically with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because that started off officially canon to the MCU. It was made by Kevin Feige. It was a spin-off from the Avengers. Literally, Agent Coulson, the star of the show, the whole reason they made the show was in the Avengers movie, and also Thor and Iron Man 2. And we saw Clark Gregg actually return as Agent Coulson in Captain Marvel, because that took place in the 90s. But I would love to see him return in the movies, because he was such a big part in Phase 1, and I love that character. So to see him return in the MCU now, especially with where we left off with him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., now that he's an LMD, so he's a robot, so he can't die. I mean, he could really show up anywhere here, which would be awesome. Put him in the Secret Invasion series along with Quake, and then have him join Sword. I mean, why not? Why not? There's so many possibilities here. Even bring in Ghost Rider from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. Maybe not give him his own Disney Plus series, but or Hulu series like they were planning. But I don't know. There's so many possibilities with this, because there's so many great characters from these shows that the shows just got canceled, and it's like, some of these characters we really like, and like I said, we're seeing that with the Netflix characters. Everybody loves Charlie Cox as Daredevil. And from the Netflix shows, top 3 people we need back are Charlie Cox back as Daredevil, Vincent D'Onofrio back as Kingpin, and Jon Bernthal back as Punisher. Krysten Ritter would be nice to have back as Jessica Jones. I like Mike Colter as Luke Cage. And Iron Fist, you could... I actually forgot his name. But bring him back too. But you don't need to. So there's a lot of freedom here with what they could do here, and I'm really open to whatever they do with this. A lot of these characters, specifically like the Netflix Defenders characters, they would probably reboot them. But as long as they bring them into the MCU, use the same actors for most of these characters, I'm cool with that. I just love these characters, and we need to see them in the MCU. So, hopefully, the rumors that end up being true are the ones that we want to be true. Hopefully, that Daredevil in Spider-Man 3. But guys, of course, let me know down in the comments below, what are all your thoughts on this? And what characters from Marvel TV would you like to see return to the MCU or just appear in the MCU? So, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit